With the holiday season upon us, we prepare for turkey, arguments with our hippie uncle, gift exchanges, and getting blackout drunk to usher in the new year. Realizing the odds of us being sober over the course of the next 40 days are falling like Hans Gruber off Nakatomi Tower, we decided to make the supreme and final list of what your concealed carry loadout says about you. So sit back, put on your best Thanksgiving fat pants, and let's start the show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Coming in at number 10, we have a classic, the Magnum Research Desert Eagle. This behemoth of a pistol is great for carrying during the early and late winter months. It's preferred that you carry it during the colder months because you have to wear more thick layers that hopefully cover your pistol, and of course your face that resembles a dog's butthole.
Big oof, I guess.
The Desert Eagle is a cultural icon. From movies to video games, it has permeated every aspect of gun culture, and by carrying one, you hope to buy your way into that iconic status as well. When people see you carrying one of these, they will know you drive that lifted truck, and definitely don't overcompensate for certain shortcomings by stuffing socks into your pants or boots. The Desert Eagle is an expensive hand cannon that demands being fed by equally expensive ammunition. Your training consists of firing one good shot and then calling it a day. As a former range safety officer, I have seen it over and over. Your recoil flinch looks like you're impersonating Joe Cocker doing an impersonation of Michael J. Fox. Congrats on that Oscar, by the way, bud. You kept shaking that tree long enough, one had to fall down eventually. If you want something that won't make you flinch, check out the prices on parts and accessories over at Durkin Tactical.
Thanks to our sponsor Durkin Tactical, your AR-15 superstore. You can find out more at durkintactical.com.
Coming in at number 9, we have the Beretta 92 in any variant. Military tested, this respectable carry gun has many qualities. It's concealable, familiar to many veterans, and has the reliability and accuracy of a fixed barrel. Yep, the Italian said none of this moving barrel nonsense. We'll leave that for the other semi-auto options on the market. The Beretta is known to go literally dozens of rounds without jamming, a marked improvement over the 1911 Fudd gun. With a capacity of 16 rounds of 9mm, like most things Italian, we get tons of style, but very little substance. I mean, how could you go wrong with the most hated pistol of veterans in the last 80 years?
I hate this.
The Beretta's added weight helps reduce recoil and also helps you feel like you're still a man after your wife yells at you for daring to touch the thermostat. The carriers of this military-grade pistol extol the virtues of fine Italian engineering. They're also going to celebrate putting Oreos on spaghetti because they're tasteless ogres following every trend they see online. They repeat these benefits to you like cult members trying to lure you to their compound before taking their troll-looking asses back to the broke-ass mountain they call a home.
You suck!
Well, that was a little spicy. Let's cool down while we check out Spartan Armor Systems, whose support ensures we can keep making videos each and every single week. This video is sponsored by Spartan Armor Systems, makers of high-grade American-made body armor located in sunny Tucson, Arizona. From soft armor, composite, ceramic, and steel plate options, they've got a solution to your armor needs. You can find out more at SpartanArmorSystems.com. Number 8 on our list is the Walther PPK chambered in 380, perfect for the ladies and unemployed Twitter programmers. The PPK is also good for the men that have spent their lives thinking they're James Bond because they constantly pick up butterfaces at the martini bar during last call. PPK owner, for you, it's all about quantity over quality, and that's why you picked something not known for its one-hit stop effect. The PPK 380 is easy to manage when you can afford and find the ammunition. Of course, this is part of your plan to cultivate an aura of mystique and wealth, hoping the smell of that McDonald's fry station doesn't seep too deep into your Men's Warehouse tuxedo.
That shit is gross!
You go out in full commando gear under the cover of darkness in order to fight the local hobos for their collected soda cans. Gotta pay for that ammo somehow, am I right? Stealing precious metals from California transplants won't be the problem forever, because you know, His Majesty's Secret Service is gonna come calling any day now. The fate of Western civilizations will definitely depend on the services of an overweight second-string JV punter to save the world. So you stuff this wonderful piece of German engineering into your fanny pack and go out into the world with the peace of mind only held by the kids who are the valedictorian of their homeschool.
What did you say?
Lucky number 7 is the original Smith & Wesson shield. Not just any shield though, you gotta have it chambered in 40 because you have 0 self-worth. This round is the beta of standard carry rounds, not because it isn't capable, but because it doesn't do anything as well as the others. You can try to be the 10mm daddy, but you just don't measure up. And even the 9mm was smart enough to slim down in order to have more friends around. With a trigger that feels like a dried out fleshlight, you had to add a Crimson Trace laser in hopes that it would improve your accuracy. All it did though was take money out of your pocket and left you having a ramen-filled candlelight dinner for one. Number 6 on the list is the Stoeger STR9 Compact. Tell me you're a cheap Bass Pro customer without telling me you're a cheap Bass Pro customer. Too easy, bud. I can already see that Stoeger STR9 that you got on right now. You see, people buy Stoeger pistols almost really as an afterthought. Let me tell you how that conversation goes. Yeah, can I get some high-vis targets, a bore brush, my herpes medication, some beef jerky, and you know what? Why don't you throw one of them Stoeger pistols in there while you're at it? Not really sure why you would ask for STD medication only to add an additional STD to the list, but hey, you do you, bud. The TSA of firearms, a Stoeger pistol is there to make you feel safe, but no one actually thinks it's gonna do its job and keep you safe. The Stoeger is Glock's fuck-up nephew that they really need to find a job for, and that job is making you pay $299. The best thing about a Stoeger is that it's a Glock with training wheels. Too afraid to buy a real pistol?
Yes, definitely.
Buy a Stoeger to learn how to disassemble a Glock. It's a good skill to develop because you will buy a Glock to replace this Turkish delight after the takedown lever falls out and you send it back to the manufacturer. The only people who buy Stoegers are complete noobs or people trying to moneyball themselves to a Benelli at Remington prices. I do feel bad as most STR9 owners are starving because they survive mostly on crayons, but the Marines leave none for them and they dare not fight back. At number 5, we've got the Glock 41 MOS with its longer slide to help with the additional FPS of the 45 ACP. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I guess my writers thought I could say that line without laughing, but I can't. I've been trying, trust me. Honestly, some things can't be said seriously.
That is correct.
Another bonus of putting a red, green, blue, amber, or cyan, I guess. Guys, okay, seriously, guys, how many dot colors are we up to now? This is getting ridiculous. We're gonna have to start calling them RGBAC dots. What do you mean, they're just gonna keep adding letters?
Oh, he's got the LGBT lights.
Another bonus of putting a dot sight on is if you're taking your time pulling that trigger, you're gonna see the dot bounce all over the place with every piece of sand and grit you feel in that factory trigger. All right, folks, we're up to number 4, and this one is the Ruger LCP Max. The LCP Max fits into the palm of those little baby hands, all while managing to pack the punch of 12, count 'em 12, 380 ACP rounds. And of course, by punch, we mean the little boop that a kitten gives to some stray yarn. Your wrists are so weak, Stephen Hawking could beat you in an arm wrestling competition, even considering the fact that he's no longer with us. And while this design has proved to be fairly reliable, your draw stroke from the pocket of those skinny jeans, well, it makes you look a lot like a young Forrest Gump.
I'm not a smart man.
In the bronze position at number 3, we have the Taurus GX4. The Taurus GX4 sits in direct competition with the other high-capacity micro-compact pistols. With decent ergonomics, a good price, and a 12-round capacity, it has a lot going for it, and I've been told it shoots pretty well, as long as your definition of pretty well involves groupings the size of the old barn on your grandparents' property. After having kids didn't do the trick, you and your spouse bought matching teal appendix holsters, hoping it would bring you closer together.
Why are you the way that you are?
When it didn't, she started to secretly swap into a hard, oversized black Kydex holster the second she left the house. She shows pictures of your cute holster to her friends, well, and they have a good laugh. Coming in at number deuce, we have the Five Seven MRD. This is the upgraded version of the modern 5.7, and it comes equipped with all the features you'd want in a modern carry option. Improved grip so your chicken wing greased hands have a fighting chance to control the hardly noticeable barrel flip, a slide cut for that cheap Chinesium optic that you found on Wish.com, and the pinpoint accuracy of the 5.7x28 round, so you can tell all your friends your gun is the most accurate option available. With a small caliber bottleneck cartridge that in certain circumstances and with certain ammunition is capable of punching through body armor, you've convinced your non-gun owning normie friends that you are the most dangerous person on the streets, even though you can only afford enough ammunition for one magazine.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
Only rational thought, intelligence, and sexual arousal are in danger when you're around. You've successfully made women as dry as a ShamWow during the Dust Bowl anytime they hear you speak about this firearm. And finally, at the number one spot, we have the HiPoint C9. Cheap with the most aftermarket Pro Mag options possible, this is the 9mm option for you. Widely carried in all major cities across the country, this is one of the most relied upon firearms for defending your corner. With color options and the space for the Gangster Grip 90-degree mounted optic, your HiPoint is good to go right out of the box and into the trash.
All right, I'm gonna go cry.
You thrift shop for everything in your life, and that's why your wardrobe looks like it was put together by Stevie Wonder after smoking some of that jazz cabbage. During a mushroom trip, you were guided by a trash panda who assured you carrying a HiPoint made you the smartest human being in the galaxy. I'm not saying that you're the dumbest person on Earth, but you better hope he doesn't die. If you like this video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and hit subscribe. Help us by checking out our sponsors and the boys over at ARFCOM. Come chat with us every day over on Twitch. A link will be in the pinned comments. And don't forget to join us next time when we still don't know what the fuck we're doing. Bye-bye!